Can this portable car stereo turn my obsolete car stereo into one that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? Let's find out. And there we have it. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see. Can you guys see that? Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is the Carpuride HD display, 9-inch IPS touchscreen, Bluetooth, USB, trans flash cards, SD card, and it does videos. What do I play video? This also comes with not only a USB charger port, but I think it comes with a backup camera as well, like the hardware to install your backup cam. Now, the one thing that sets this apart from the other devices, this is the Pro version. The Pro version has 2 Bluetooth modules inside. One to connect to your phone and one to connect to your car stereo. That should give you superior audio. Now, there are a few ways you can connect the audio. You can do it through Bluetooth. You can do it through the auxiliary port. You can also do it through, FM modulator, right? Where you tune to an FM station and hear the audio through that station. That's probably the worst audio experience you're going to get out of this box. So I'd recommend either the auxiliary cord, which is going to give you the best sound because it's wired, and then the Bluetooth as a second option. So let's unbox this. Now this one also, real quick, this one also has, this is featuring Android and AirPlay, or I'm sorry, Android and Apple Auto, right? Apple Car, is it? Apple, yeah. It has both. So let's pop this open and see what we got. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Had a brain freeze there. All right. Now this unit retails on Amazon for $279, which is still far from the cost of getting a factory head unit. So if this works as well as I hope it does, we're going to kill any options or hopes or dreams of replacing the head unit. Whoops. All right, so I'm going to raise the camera a little bit just to get, there we go. All right, so that'll give us a better view of what's inside the box here. All right, so let's see what we got. On top, we have the head unit. First thing we have is the head unit. And I'm going to set this aside for a second and just see how well built this is here. Now this is a 9-inch screen, which is massive, massive. My existing car head unit has a screen of 8.4 inches. So ideally, I would like to cover up that entire screen, but I think I still need some information on that screen from time to time, so that may not be an option. They give you several mounts in the box, so we'll see what our options are there as well. This is, of course, touchscreen. Nice big screen. Doesn't feel very heavy, which is good because I have to mount this maybe on my window or dashboard, and you don't want to have this thing falling off and breaking. One thing about the windshield mount is that if you don't get a good suction, it will drop. So let's put the head unit aside for a second and see what else is in the box. I mentioned the windshield mount, and sure enough, here we go in the box. This is the same one that I see with whole phone holders, but this is a bit heavier. Thank goodness, right? And this, I've used this type of material before on my windshield, and it sticks really, really well. So I'm not worried at all about this falling off the windshield. So let's set that aside. What else do we have here? We have a car charger to power it up, which is great. We've got the auxiliary cord for audio. Again, this will give you the best audio experience, but every car doesn't have access to this port. So we do. We're lucky there. So we might use that. We'll see. We'll see how the wires are hidden and whatnot. And then this is a dashboard mount, it looks like. Now, my car doesn't have a flat dashboard, so I doubt this would be a good solution. Which really drives me crazy. I'd love to have it right in the middle on top of the dash. I'd maybe be worried about blind spots, you know, obstructing my view, but we'll see. And then we have, what else? This is, looks like a magnetic, oh, actually, this looks like you could actually screw mount the device right into your dash. We're definitely not going to do that. That sounds a bit overkill. And what else do we have? Of course, we have the manual. Now, this might be the first device that I have to refer to the manual hooking it up as far as the connection goes. Maybe not. Of course, I'm going to try it without the manual. That's just how we do things here. And then we're going to go from there. So that is what is in the package. We have the head unit, several mounting options here. We have the car charger, power supply, and then we have the auxiliary port for our sound. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go outside and try to mount this thing up, see how it works, and be ready to go for the first thing in the morning on my ride to work. It's about a 20-minute ride, so give me a chance to, you know, use it in real time, in a real world experience here. So on the other side of this video, I'm going to tell you guys my experience, and I will see you then. Peace. Last night, I installed it, the head unit, the external head unit. I think they call it a, let me see what the official name of it is here. This is, here we go. Carpuride transmission portable car stereo. So portable car stereo. I installed it last night. Now I had to go with the dash mount here because of the size of the unit. It's a 9.5 inch screen or a 9.1 inch screen. And if I did it on the windshield mount here, it would block. Here, it would just block too much of my view on the windshield. Even where it is right now, it's still plenty big. So I was worried about that, but I was able to raise my seat so I can see over it if I need to and around it. And with this mount, I was worried that it wouldn't be stable enough because you can look, I don't know if you can tell here, you can see where the mount isn't flush on the dash. You can see where there's some space right here. Here, you can see that little space there. And I was worried that that would cause some weak points because it wasn't in straight contact. But whatever material they're using with this, let me pause that music. Whatever material they're using for this mount, I've never seen anything stronger than what this sticky material is made of. So the contact that it is making with the dash, it's on there rock solid. It's not going anywhere. In fact, I was sure this morning that when it came out, it was going to be popped off and on the floor and all smashed up, but that was not the case. I mean, it's still on there very firmly. Now, the mount itself is pretty firm, and there is some play there, so you can tip it. You can tip it back and forth. If you want to tip it further back, you can. Also, this mount swivels as well. So as you can see, I have it cocked a little bit towards the driver's seat, which to me is ideal. I'm not going to be watching movies or anything on this, so it's just for navigation. So angled a little more towards my seat as a driver, I think is just perfect. But I could also tilt it back towards the center or towards the passenger as well. Installation was pretty easy on the phone and the car dash, the car system. Now you have 3 different options to pipe the audio through your car stereo. I opted for the Bluetooth method only because I don't have an auxiliary input on my car. I thought I did, but I don't. So Bluetooth just made more sense to me. You can also opt for FM transmitter, which is really going to give you the worst sound quality of all the options. So for me, Bluetooth is the way to go. Now, this car stereo that I have, it's a Uconnect. It's a Dodge Uconnect system with I think an 8.5 inch screen, which is okay. But the Bluetooth module inside the car itself has been nothing but problems for us since we got it. It's just not a very good unit at all. It drops the connection randomly. Once the connection's locked in, there's no issues at all. But it takes a while. I mean, if there is one issue with it, it's that it has a hard time trying to find a new connection. And sometimes, even with an existing connection that used to work fine, it'll have a hard time locking onto it again in the future. So I don't know, it's just really annoying. And sure enough, I had a similar issue with the Carpuride head unit here as well. Once I got it locked in, it was fine. But when I turned the car off and came back to it later to use again, you can see the ice cream truck is interrupting my video. We're just gonna keep on filming now. Once I got the connection locked in, there were no issues whatsoever. So if you're new to the Android Auto system like I am, or the Apple CarPlay system, I'm gonna just run through a few things real quick here. So it's tied to your phone. This unit has two Bluetooth modules, like this head unit here has two Bluetooth modules, one to connect to your phone and then one to connect to your head unit for the stereo. So once I put my stereo into Bluetooth pairing mode, the Carpuride system picked it up right away and it paired it right away with no problems whatsoever. And once that part was done, I was ready to go. You can see the main screen here. You can exit Android Auto on this screen here, but you can also choose to use different apps as well. And these are apps that are in your phone. You won't find all of the apps in your phone for safety reasons, I'm sure, such as YouTube TV. You're not going to find it in here. But there is a way to screen mirror through Apple CarPlay, I'm sure. I saw that option in there. So you could pipe live video to your screen, which I would probably not recommend because of safety issues, right? But let's exit Apple. You know, we're not going to exit just yet. Let's go back into the main Android Auto system here, right? So the whole idea behind Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is that you don't have to have your phone in your hand as much, right? And that's really important when you're navigating, right? So the main app you'll be using for the most part, I think, is navigation. And while you're navigating, you're probably going to have some music playing as well. So you can see that you have the access to Sirius XM, and it's coming from your phone. So if you have a membership already set up, you can just use that same account. And we can hit play here. You can hear the music pipe through there. So while you're navigating, you can also have your music playing as well. Watch this. If I hit that here, I hit that, and now I have access to my Sirius XM app and the navigation app. Let's turn that down again. You can also switch on the fly multimedia options as well. I can switch to Apple Music easily by tapping the Apple icon here and then play. There you go. And now we have Brandy playing, and then back to navigation. And you can make either app full screen by just tapping on the bigger icon on the bottom here. There, right? And I can go back to full navigation screen as well. And then the phone is very similar. Let's see. Yeah, you can see your favorites here. You can also see your most recent, and then your full list of contacts there as well. Pretty neat. So as you can see your notifications also real quick. This is Android, so if I click on notifications, I can see my messages here. And you can even have these read aloud. It'll read them aloud.
Steve Stroll said, someone is gonna before that thing.
Boom. And then you can reply with shortcuts, or I'm going to cancel that. Or you can reply with some canned messages as well. Guys, I am really impressed with this unit. For $279, it's a fraction of the cost of replacing my existing head unit. And installation is easy enough that anybody can do it. And the best part is I can go from car to car with this if I wanted to. My wife might want her own if she sees this. So hopefully, you know, I can maybe get her one for a car as well. So I can leave this in mind. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I can get them answered for you. Again, this is the Carpuride 901 Pro unit here. There's the box. You can see it there. Let's see. Do I recommend this for you guys? If you have an older head unit in your car that doesn't have access to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, I would definitely recommend that you guys check out the Carpuride 901 Pro. I got this on Amazon for $279, and there's a link below in my description of the video here. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on that link and purchase this head unit from my link, I might earn a small commission with no extra cost to yourself, okay? That'll help me keep this channel going and more videos for you guys, okay? That's going to do it for this one, though. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. Until then, peace. I'm out.